Welcome to Anchored in the Word. I am your host, John. Each week on Anchored in the Word, we look at the past week's message from Akron's Southeast Church of the Nazarene. Each episode will provide an in-depth exploration of one scripture passage and its application to our lives today. We are excited to have you here today. Today we are discussing the repetition in Exodus 7, 1 through 13. God speaks to Moses several times throughout this passage, emphasizing his point through repetition. At times, repetition may feel redundant or annoying, but it is a powerful tool that drives home important points and actions. When God is trying to tell you something, oftentimes he will do so by consistently repeating the same thing in different ways. This can be seen throughout Scripture, praising God's awesomeness and reminding us of his faithfulness. Together, let's unpack the importance of repetition in understanding God's message. Let's start this journey by exploring each verse. In verse 1, God is speaking to Moses and can be seen as setting the tone for what is to come, reminding us that we are not alone when we reach out to him in faith. Verses 2 through 5 go into more detail about his plan and give us guidance on how we should proceed. In verses 6 through 10, he speaks again and brings closure to his previous statements, reiterating that his will shall be done. And finally, in verses 11 through 13, he reiterates once more, allowing no room for doubt or confusion. In sum, repetition plays an important role in helping us understand God's message and having faith in his will. Whatever he says, we can be sure that it is worth listening to, even if he repeats himself several times. There is no doubt when it comes to the Bible and its role as a resource of knowledge and guidance. So take some time today to anchor in his word and allow yourself to be comforted by his constant presence and reassurance through repetition. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Anchor in the Word. Be sure to tune in next week for another inspiring discussion from our past sermon. Remember, anchoring ourselves in his word is an important part of living out our faith. Until then, may God continue to bless you.